Guys, before I get cooking, one thing which I forgot through this show is to tell you that you can write to me anytime you like. And this is the address. So please make sure you keep writing and keep refurbishing my thoughts, so to speak, so that I can come back with new ideas for you and get you going with another creative round. If you don't write to me, then I would have to just pick up the recipes which you may not like. So best would be you write to me and I'll cook the ones you like. Okay, so from here on, let's get cooking. But before I get cooking, I haven't cracked a joke as well. My producer keeps reminding me that I'm not being funny. So this is a cranky bit for you. I hope you like it. Sorry, Santa ji Banta ji, maaf karna. Ye tohada joke hai. Santa Banta, they are going to Amritsar, waiting on New Delhi railway station. खड़े होकर इंतजार कर रहे हैं ट्रेन आने का. सडनली अनाउंसमेंट होती है, दिल्ली से होकर अमृतसर जाने वाली गाड़ी प्लेटफॉर्म नंबर 1 पर आएगी. As soon as Santa heard that, he jumps on the track. As soon as Santa jumps on the track, Banta goes furious, angry and white. वो परेशान हो जाता है संता जी के लिए कि भाई आप वहां कूद गए हैं, गाड़ी आने वाली, आप मर जाएंगे, क्या कर रहे हैं? तो संता जी goes back and says, तेरा दिमाग खराब है, तू सुनिया नहीं? Train is coming on platform number 1, not on the track. You're going to die. Jump here quick. Wow. That's Santa Banta for you. Nothing we can do. So guys, from here on, let's get cooking. That's a more serious subject. Now, the recipe that I'm going to cook is again from Indonesia. That's called sayur lodeh. It's a massive, massive recipe. It's a big stew made with different types of meats in Indonesia. But I have a vegetarian version for you. Straightforward, simple, and easy to please. There are a few spices, and there are a few vegetables. And then finally, there is some coconut milk. So let me rattle down through the spices for you first, that what I will be doing. For vegetarian sayur lodeh, or Indonesian vegetable curry, following are the ingredients you're going to need. 100 grams of asparagus, trimmed and cut into strips. 100 gram aubergine, diced. 50 gram carrots, peeled and diced. 100 gram cabbage, cut into 3 centimeter squares. And about 200 grams of tofu, cut into 1-inch pieces. 200 ml of water. 150 ml of coconut milk. 3/4 teaspoon of curry powder. Salt and sugar to taste. For the spice paste, these are the following ingredients you're going to need. 1 or 2 dried red chili. 2 stalks lemongrass. 25 gram galangal, chopped. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 5 or 6 candle nuts or macadamia nuts, 1 tablespoon of red chili and garlic paste, 6 tablespoons of vegetable oil, salt and sugar. So first thing first, I'll be making a paste with these 6 ingredients. Start with chili garlic paste. It's a commercial paste you can buy and it's vegetarian, so it's not a problem. So I'll use about 2 teaspoons. Gives a nice red color. Turmeric powder, about a teaspoon. I would use about 1 stalk of lemongrass. Alright, the next ingredient is galangal, which is a kind of ginger. It's also called blue ginger in Far Eastern Asia. Remember that it's very strong, very pungent. Don't use too much of it. If you've got too much of galangal in the dish can become very bitter. Okay? So just about a teaspoon I would use, no more than that. Candle nut or macadamia nuts, say about 10-12 pieces would do. And I would use only 1 red chili. Even if the recipe says 3, I know these ones are really hot and I'm using it with the seeds in. That should be fine. And a little bit of water. Right. And we'll go to that blender and make a fine paste. Okay. Now the paste is ready. Let's start cooking. Let's start with about 3 tablespoons of oil. Now the paste which I made, it's a kind of inspired from laksa paste. We made a curry laksa in this show. So this is kind of similar paste. So in Far Eastern Asia, which is also called rempeh, you will find that this is used time and time again. And if you got far too much of paste, you can use as much as you want, and then you can freeze the rest, so you can keep it for the next time. And this paste is universal. You can use it in making different kinds of dishes, not only vegetarian but non-vegetarian as well. So once it's really hot, I'll add the paste and then saute it. Right, it is. So about 3 tablespoons of paste would be good enough for this. You just have to saute it so the rawness of things like lemongrass and all the spices, galangal, that goes away. And it's really fragrant, really, really fragrant. Now, like any other cooking, when we add a lot of onions into cooking Indian food, it absorbs all the oil, and then as it gets cooked, it releases the oil. So same principle is followed here. Now, if you can't find that chili and garlic paste, the one I had used, you can make your own. Okay, it's very simple. Say about 10 cloves of garlic to 3 red chilies. Soak them in water first, the chilies, and then just blend them together with a little bit of oil. So you get a solid chili garlic paste. The only difference is in the commercial one, you also have a little bit salt added to that. So if you find the commercial one and you're going to use the commercial one in your dish, make sure you adjust for the salt. Okay, it's getting stuck at the bottom. Time to add all the vegetables. So I'll start with, tofu, carrots. I'm going to just remove it for a minute because it's getting burnt, which I don't want it to. Add a little bit of water as well. You just have to cook it lightly. Okay, it's looking a little messy, but it's because of tofu, but it'll come around. So more aubergine and all of the asparagus, and I got about 500 ml of coconut milk. I'll add about 300 at the moment. I've kept my cabbage leaves, which I will add it towards the end. It looks lovely, it looks beautiful, the color is amazing, and I'm sure it'll taste nice as well. Bring it to simmer and let it simmer till the vegetables are perfectly cooked. I've added tofu slightly early, I would say. I would have preferred to add it towards the end, but maybe I got panicked when I saw my pan burning. Happens even to the seasoned cooks like me, I guess. But you could also you can pan fry the tofu so it's nice and crisp, and then add it towards the end. Sugar. Indonesian, Malaysian, Thai, they have a sweet tooth. They love sugar. Nothing wrong in that. All of us do. A pinch of salt as well, just to correct it. And that's good enough in my opinion. I'll just bring it to a heat, let it simmer, and then take it off and put it on very, very slow heat till vegetables are perfectly cooked. I'm always tempted to taste when I'm cooking. Oh yes, exactly the way I remember. It's good practice to taste the food in between, because if you don't taste it, you don't know where you're going. Don't trust me completely, trust your own instincts. It's really important that you please your own palate. You're not trying to please me by following my recipe, you're trying to please yourself and your guests. So make sure you taste it and cook exactly the way you like it. Even if you feel that there is something else you would like to add to it to make it more interesting, please go ahead, be my guest. Now this is simmering really well. I'll bring it down and simmer at very slow heat. And at that stage, I will add all the cabbage leaf as well. And believe it or not, I'm pretty much done. As soon as my vegetables are cooked, I'll be ready to serve just with a dash of lime. Just drizzle a bit of lime juice on top and you're done. So before I go to serve it and taste it, let's recap it. this is how I made this recipe. So first thing first, I had to make a paste. And the paste was made with chili and garlic paste, which was a ready-made paste I had used. You could make your own if you wish to. And then turmeric powder, lemongrass, galangal, dried red chili, and candle nut or macadamia nuts. Add a little bit of water and make a fine paste and leave it aside, and start with a flat pan, 3 tablespoons of oil, bring it to good heat, and then add the spice paste to that. Saute the spice paste till the rawness of the flavors are gone, and then we added the vegetables. The ones I used were some tofu, carrots, asparagus, cabbage. I mixed all that, and aubergine, I cannot forget aubergine. Saute all that lightly and then add coconut milk and a little bit of water. Bring it to boil, correct the seasoning, and let the vegetables cook. And once they're perfectly cooked, you serve it with jasmine or steamed rice, whichever one you prefer. So in this case, we're serving it with just plain steamed rice. Got a small banana leaf, just to tell you that we are still in Far East here. Now before I serve it, I would like to squeeze a little bit of lime on top. What it does basically, lime brings the flavor back. It balances it out because there's sugar, there's coconut, there's so much richness going on. Lime just cuts through that and refreshes the palate. So that's good. You could serve it in a bowl as well. Here we go. And I got some cress just to break the color. A little bit of lime on the side. You know what? I could do some help from the chili, and that chili can sit on the side. So here we go. Sayur lodeh, or mixed vegetable stew from Indonesia. Right folks, I guess it's my turn to taste. I got no guests left, they're all gone. I'm the only one, and my producer, he doesn't deserve to taste this. It's only me. I'm the one who's working hard. He'll kick me later for that. Now, Indonesia is a place where I haven't been yet, and I would love to go. There are a lot of things which I want to do. Want to go on that spice trail, and also go to those lovely islands, chill out, and also the boat rides. The classical Indonesian boat rides are amazing. Let's taste this. It is fantastic. It's lovely. Honestly, you will be wowed with this. You will really enjoy it, because this actually raises the level of your cookings to a newer standards. You will really please your people, please your family, and please your guests when you cook something like that. So get cooking, please. But before I go away, I just want to remind you, you can write to me, and write to me with full vigor and tell me how you felt, how you liked the show, how I've inspired you or not inspired you, and what else you would like me to cook. So for that, this is the email address. But also, you can browse the website for the recipes, and that's very easy. This is the website address. So guys, I think this is it from me, but I'll be back soon, I promise, with more delicious recipes. So I look forward to seeing you again next week. Till then, ta-da! And that is made with cabbage and curry. Have you ever heard that? Don't make me sing. It's my show.
You're making me cook, so I think I should make you sing it.
It should be of a kind of sauce consistency, not a batter consistency. Shrikant.
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 Okay.
Perfect.
Well, bit of a Guji British, so.
But it's fantastic.